You probably heard baseball players and coaches reference the baseball gods, a higher power behind a miraculous hit, play, or outcome on the ball field. Who knows whether they really exist? But I can tell you this, there was a divine moment in Forest Ranch recently during a championship Little League game when a 7-year-old who just lost his father to cancer stepped up to the plate. To succeed in baseball, as in life,
you might not want to stand there.
You must make adjustments, said the great Ken Griffey Jr.
All right, here we go, buddy.
At the young age of 7,
oh, that's nice.
A.J. Keys wasn't ready to hear the news, but found a way to adjust to it.
I love playing.
Oh, there's a high one.
Behind that big smile and big swing is his dad, James.
That's why I got into baseball. He taught me.
A former ball player himself, James was right there for his 3 kids, coaching their teams, cheering them on. Then he got sick.
James was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic renal cancer.
Tough news for James's wife, Nadine. Tough adjustment for the kids.
The kids were obviously devastated.
Ages 9, 7, and 5 years old, the kids just recently learned of Dad's cancer.
Once Mom told me that Dad was gonna die when he had a sickness, it was the night I started crying.
James was on hospice the last 5 weeks of his life.
He made every game except for the last week, which was championship week, unfortunately.
James passed away peacefully on the Friday before AJ's championship game. His brother in an older division was also in the big game. So how did the 2 boys who love their dad and love baseball adjust after getting such tragic news?
The boys wanted to play the game for Dad. They were gonna play for Dad. There was no real question.
A decision that came as no surprise to AJ's coach, David Lee.
I know it's hard on the family, obviously, but I knew, he would want to show up for his dad to play that game.
You knew that? He's that kind of kid.
Yeah, he's that kind of kid.
And not just showing up to honor his dad, AJ had bigger plans in store.
First thing he said was, I'm going to hit a home run for my dad today. And
AJ's up at the front, and he's telling everybody, just get on base, get on base. I'm going to hit a home run for Dad. I'm going to hit a home run for Dad. We're like, he's 7, And AJ gets up there. I think he whiffs at the first 2 balls.
But then came the moment. Bases loaded. AJ has 2 strikes and, yes, made an adjustment to his swing. AJ hit a grand slam for his dad.
That ball just sails out of here. I mean, it's just sailed out of there. And it was unbelievable.
It was a grand slam. It was more than a home run.
I know, it was a grand slam.
When we got in the dugout, we're like, AJ, AJ. And then everybody climbing on top of me. And we were jumping like crazy.
Does that feel good when that happened?
Jumping up and down. I hit it for Dad. Yes, I think that's all he was telling me. At one point, he comes back and said, "Did you see me? I kissed and I sent it to Dad." I was like, "I saw you, bud."
It was really emotional.
You could see in videos from fans in the stands, Coach Lee wiping away tears, and he wasn't alone.
It was loud. We got a lot of kids, a lot of parents, on the behind the fence. There were just a lot of teary eyes, because everyone knew what happened.
Somebody come up to me and said, it was like there were wings, and somebody was carrying that ball over the fence, and I said, yeah, it was.
AJ kept his promise and then some. He wanted to show me that last-minute adjustment he made.
Step forward, yep, barrel out front, and then push the hands through. I like it.
He really put all he had into that hit, didn't he?
That's right.
A little bit of dad behind that swing.
Yeah, 100%.
In that moment, rounding third, when he looked up at the sky,
and he kisses his glove, and he goes up to the sky just like that.
One could only wonder what James was saying from above.
I think he was like, "Oh my God, that's my boy."
You think that's what he said after you hit your grand slam?
Yeah.
I asked AJ how he's adjusting to life now that Dad's gone.
I think about what happened to him and what good stuff that he did.
I had wished Dad was here to see it. But I had told the boys that Dad was going to get a front row seat. So I said, you know, Dad watched. And AJ knew that. AJ knew Dad was watching. Sorry. I couldn't have written a better ending. It was just like Field of Dreams. Oh, yeah.
AJ's team fell just short in that championship game. But get this, Nadine's older son, Grant, also played in a championship game the next day, pitched the best game of his life, throwing 5 innings with 8 strikeouts. He went 3 for 3 at the plate, and his team won it all. Mom said there was no better way for the 2 boys to honor their beloved dad.
Oh, my goodness. Incredible.